Hey guys, good morning. It is Friday, October 12th. I'm kind of excited because I think the countdown officially takes place today. It's two weeks from today. 2 weeks, only a few hours, really, till this walking is done. Um, Before I kind of tell you about my plans today and a little bit about last night, very happy birthday to one of our PTT family members, Judy Gautrell. I never met you in person, but I got to speak to you on the phone. I kind of kidnapped your husband for a day. I took him away from you and the family. One of the best days of my journey. So happy birthday, Judy. I'm sorry the Cubs. Well, let's just look. You got the Bears. Go Bears. Uh, Cubs. You let us down a little bit. Anyway, so very happy birthday to Judy, and I think she turns like 47 or something. All right. Uh, Today I'm excited because I found out something that I'm going to get to do over and above what I was already excited to do. So on the plans today is I'm very lucky to have longtime journey friend Susan be willing to take me from Phoenix up to the Grand Canyon to experience one of nature's beauties that I've never seen before. And I'm sure I'm going to be a little bit overwhelmed and to the tear. But I got to be honest with you, I'm even more excited about something else. So last night, yesterday was a really cool day. In the afternoon, I shared with you I met Brian Blair, and I never met him before, and I wish I had spent more time with him. It just was really neat guy, really nice connection, and just like many was it's just a lot of fun. And when I was coming into town, Susan was very proactive in getting me to spread the message and share the message with a lot of folks, and I'll be forever grateful for that because that's what I hope to do as we take the journey forward after the walking is done. It's just sit down with folks and share the point of the message and spread it one by one and town by town and she gave me that opportunity. But so last night I had to kind of not cut Brian short, but I had to get back because I didn't really set the whole. I never set up a calendar or a way. I don't know what's going to happen in 2 hours, quite frankly. Anyway, um, so I met Brian, came back, and I met um, Susan's family, some friends, extended family, great folks. Uh, you know, one of the things that came up was, and I wasn't aware of this a few years ago. I'm not as savvy with this, but back east, I've seen the Flight 93 Memorial on this journey. I've been to 9/11 and the Pentagon. Um, I made it to Oklahoma City for the first time, and that was very emotional for me. And to pay respects to people, fellow Americans that tragically, terroristically lost their lives. Today's going to be another one. It's not terroristic, it's just natural disaster, but no less tragic. I think it was a few years ago. Um, there were some wildfires out here out west, and it was a group of like 19 or 20 firefighters um, that were from one, I'm not sure if I'm using the right terminology, battalion, but they went to fight the blaze, and 19 of these men perished in this fire. Um, if I remember correctly, I think only one survived. Um, and again, these are people who are giving and risking their lives and giving their service. Same way police, firemen, or military, EMTs to a certain degree. Um, and these folks lost their lives. And I wanted to say it's in a town called Yarnell. I just found about it last night. David, who I met last night, had mentioned it to me. And so it sounds like something you might really want to experience in hearing you talk. And I guess I really did. And then I came to find out there's a movie, I think, called Only the Brave. I've never seen it, but I heard it's pretty emotional. But that's going to be on my list of movies when I get back with my kids. It's going to be on that list because I think it's something I think I know I need to see, and I would probably think we all need to. Maybe again, gain a little perspective of what's really important to us. Um, so I'm looking forward to doing that, and I believe my understanding is that's on the way up to the Grand Canyon. So from there, I'm going to be getting dropped off somewhere between Flagstaff and Williams, and I'm not quite sure. I know it's quite a drive today, so this is really a what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Not a service, an inconvenience for Susan to take me up there, but she's done it willingly. It was an inconvenience for Bob and Sue to bring me down. But again, these people, it's just amazing. These people I'd never met before are willing to do this. You know, for me, for the journey, for the story, for I don't necessarily know. I'm sure it's a lot of reasons, but I'm so grateful because again, to be able to walk by Route 40, Route 66, literally, like, you know, at least on the map, you know, it's like that far from the Grand Canyon, but on the map, that far walking is quite a ways. So I'm very grateful for that, looking forward to it. So tonight and then tomorrow, you know, the walking picks up again, and I head out. Tomorrow will kind of be the first day I give my golf cart test. I got to get that rigged up, my golf cart a test. And in a way, I'm kind of looking forward to it. In a way, I'm kind of kicking myself because, as I told people even last night, the walking, it was less my feet, more my shoulders probably hurt more than anything on this journey. And being able to take off the backpack, and those of you that don't know, I gave my backpack away to a homeless person, a little bag back in Flagstaff. So I've got my 2 carts. I'm gonna stack them up. I've got the bags. So that part is just kind of another provision. So when I walk down the pier, ironically, one of the things that's kind of been my identity on this journey has been me walking places with this giant backpack. When I walk into a mini mart or a McDonald's or a restaurant or a bar or a diner, you know, it's hard not to notice that guy. Now I'm this, you know, schmo taking this golf cart in, and I got to kind of fold that. It does fold down. But anyway, that's kind of you're gonna see this guy, like, you know, like the guy in Cialis, beaming from ear to ear, walking down the pier with his golf cart, I presume. So anyway, that's a little bit about you know, the next coming couple of weeks. So along with finding out about Yarnell yesterday, it was really interesting because there were 3 generations of family there, and you know, I like to ask some random questions. I love to get some answers, but I love when you get a variance of people, because you hear one of my questions I love to ask people, because I ask because it does tell you a little bit about them, but also you find some things out and that maybe I'd never known about. I never knew about that the Yarnell and the firefighter memorial kind of thing was here, or close to here. But talking to Susan's mom and hearing some of the older movies at the bedroom window, the rear window rather, the rear window. I think it's the rear window. Jimmy Stewart. I don't know why my mind's escaping me right now. But just talking to the folks about music and movies, and learning about that, sharing some of the stories. Susan's dad, terrific man, asked me a bunch of some questions I'd never been asked before. And you know, it's funny. I don't know if he's ever done some journey in his life. He didn't say if he did, but he kind of seemed to understand it as well as anybody. Kind of, you know, I'm sure people have given you little things along the way. You know, do you carry them all with you and weigh you down? Do you send some back? And in fact, I had sent a bunch home from Oklahoma City because people giving me shirts, mementos, short of the wrist things that have kind of fallen off that I've gotten. But he gave me something, you know, very special. I think he wanted to say it was called the pocket cross. Well, as I've talked in this journey about kind of my own spirituality, one of the things I said to myself was, I remember as a young child, my mom had got me a chain with a cross on it. And as far as I can recall, that was the only piece of jewelry. I think I've had a cross in my home at times, not currently. It was the only piece of jewelry I ever had with a cross on it. At one point I said, you know, I kind of might like to kind of get a kind of cross to hang on to around my neck, maybe even for my children. And he gave it to me, and it's just made out of wood, and it's smoothed out, and I don't know if it's, I think he said something about like a tongue. There's a tree called a tongue tree, or tongue plant. Anyway, he gave this to me, and it's kind of in my pocket, and I can hold on to it. And it just was really sweet that he offered it to me. And I said, well, that's great, because I mentioned I wanted to get something for my kids. He's like, well, then before you leave tomorrow, you come by your house. I've got others. And it was really, I felt again like I'm being a burden. But he's like, no, you know. he wants me to come by, so we're going to stop by there and pick a couple of these up for my children, so Grace and Kira and Lennon can have one as well. So I greatly appreciate that. So just one of those nights that it was nice to sit around with a bunch of people and just exchange. Got to hear about them, they got to hear about me. I'll be forever grateful for that. Afterwards, got to talk to Jamie and share some of. When I have a great time like that, I love to kind of get up and share it with somebody. Luckily, Jamie works night, so I can give her a call. So that was really neat. And I'd spoken to kids. We had a little moment at home last night. So Dad got to be Dad from a distance, but smoothed everything out. And they smoothed it out. It wasn't anything I did, but it was just it wasn't one of the typical calls. This time we had a little issue we had to work through. So we did that. And last night was kind of another special moment. Susan and I had kind of been known each other and talked for some time, but never met. And you meet each other, it's clearly different than on the phone. And I think that there was a time last night. We all have, and of course, I've been accused, or not accused. I've been rightfully pointed out that there's probably a lot of reasons for this journey and for why I'm doing what I'm doing. And some of them may be a little deeper than simply, I want to show my children humanity kind of thing. So we all have kind of our insides that we deal with and maybe only show to a select few people. Well, in some ways, Susan and I are very, very alike. And I'm hoping that I was able to help her see things just a little differently and talk to her about things. As I said, people have always told me things they might not ever tell anybody else. I'm not sure why that is, but so to finish the night, it was although my friendly little dog didn't sleep on the couch with me like he did the night before, it was nice to be able to feel like I guess I made an impact to some degree on somebody, and that's always a great feeling to be able to, I don't want to say help, but to be able to see somebody see things just from a different perspective. That's what this whole journey's been about for me, is taking, now 2,000 people that are following me, or that at least like me or whatever, and, saying, hey, here's a topic and here's a perspective, and maybe they've had it, maybe they've never had it. And there was some of that last night. So it was really just a wonderful day, a really good night, and Phoenix is, I'll be leaving Phoenix here shortly. It's been a wonderful trip, much like Cuba, Missouri, much like Hobart, Indiana. This is one of those towns where I got to meet multiple folks and multiple people and multiple family friends and now journey friends and kind of become tight and close with me. So, Bob and Sue set the bar very, very high. Brilliant folks, and what a couple of days I'll never forget. And then again, it morphed into seeing some of the city and meeting Brian, and probably I'm looking forward to speaking with him and getting together. He turned me on to some music I've already listened to. That's definitely very cool. And then, like I said, meeting Susan and meeting her friends and her family, and that she cared enough about me to invite them, and they cared enough. Just means the world to me. So Phoenix is really special on the map for me right now, in a way well beyond the cacti and the brownish taupe kind of look of it all. Anyway, I love you guys. Kira, Grace, and Landon. I'll be home in 2 weeks, 2 days. I'll fly home on Sunday morning. I love you guys. To all you that have been following me, thank you so much for everything. To those of you in Phoenix that I've met, thank you for welcoming me and sharing the message. And to Judy, Judy Gautreau, happy birthday. And that's it, guys. I'll keep you updated. Enjoy your day. Happy Friday. It's the weekend. To those of you all out there struggling with illness or people around you and family, just know we all care, all right? And appreciate what you do have if you're not struggling right now with something like that, guys, all right? I love you. Take care.